Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So good morning guys. Hope y'all are doing well today. Got a lot to talk about today. 4 stories today. First thing we're going to talk about, UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the Marine, Daniel Penny, who was in the news yesterday. We're going to talk about Trump's visit to Notre Dame today. And also there was a school shooting at a school with 33 students. So we're going to cover that also today. So should be a good show. Give it a few minutes. Wait for a few people to jump in. And let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. And when you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm. Helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. Hey, Brenda. How you doing? Good to see you. Much love. Give it a few more seconds. But yeah, it should be a good show. We got a lot to talk about today. The numbers are undeniable as usual. Hey Margaret, how you doing? Alright guys, you ready? Here we go. Alright guys, give me a second to get all set up over here. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Always takes a second to get this where I want it. Hey Mr. White, how you doing? Hey Mom of Texas 3. Hey Cleveland Saurus. Good to see ya. Alright, let's see. Can we get any closer? Alright, that's a little closer. Hey Evelyn, how you doing? Alright, I guess that looks pretty good. Hey Katie. Alright guys, do me a favor when you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Alright guys, here we go. So we're going to start out with this story. And we got this news on December 4th. 2 kindergartners wounded in California school shooting and a suspect is dead, sheriff says. This article from Wednesday, December 4th. Alright guys, so we're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. Alright guys, so authorities say a suspect is dead and 2 students are hurt after a shooting at a school in the Northern California community of Palermo on Wednesday. The Butte County Sheriff's Office received 911 calls around 1:09 p.m. from the Feather River Adventist School. All right, guys. Well, the first thing that pops right out to me is that 109, because if you're new here on this channel, we're always talking about shootings and the number 109. That's because in gematria, shooting equals 109. And notice this shooting was in the community of Palermo, all right? The community of Palermo at 109 at the Adventist school. Check it out. Palermo, 109. Shooting, 109. What time was the shooting? 109. What are the odds of that? The shooting in the Palermo community is at 109. Wow. Palermo 109, shooting 109, gunfire 109. And this school, it's an Adventist school which is affiliated with the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And notice Seventh-day Adventist Church is also 109. So that's a lot to be a coincidence. All right? 109 all over the place. So on top of that, Palermo not only has the 109 like shooting, but Palermo is also 37. Like shooting is 37. And this shooting happened on a Wednesday. Notice Wednesday is 37. Palermo 37. Shooting 37. Gunfire 37. Wednesday is also 44. Like shooting is also 44 and gunfire is 44. And speaking of 44, these shootings are always connected to the governor. All right? The governor of California is Gavin Newsom. His birthday is October 10th. So this shooting in his state of California happened 44 weeks before his birthday. And shooting equals 44. Notice at the top, 2 students ages 5 and 6. 5 and 6, kind of like 56, right? 56, that big number we're always talking about. And back to Gavin Newsom, this shooting happened 56 days after the governor's birthday. And remember, it's a 5 and 6-year-old. So a 5 and 6-year-old 56 days after the governor's birthday. The governor's name is Gavin Newsom, which equals 56. Like Freemasons, 56. Like Society of Jesus, 56. That's the official name of the Jesuits, right? Now this part right here sealed the deal. After the shooting at 109, when shooting is 109, this is the other key part of the decode. Allegedly, the school where this shooting allegedly took place, it says the school has 33 students, is what it says. Look at that. 33 students, and pretty much all the articles wanted you to know that they had 33 students at the Adventist school. And also, Adventist equals 33, like Masonry 33, the highest degree of Masonry, the 33rd degree. But yeah, I mean, what more do you need to know? The shooting was at 109, shooting equals 109, and there were 33 students at the school, right? And then on top of that, to go with the Masonic connection, you know, like 33 students. Hey, Visionary Vet, good to see you. Look, the shooting was at Cox Lane. Cox Lane is a perfect match to Masonic in 3 out of the 4. And then on top of that, notice the shooting was at 27 Cox Lane. Look, the shooting was at 27 Cox Lane. Well, the shooting was at a school on the day leaving 27 days left in the year. and school equals 27 in 2 ciphers. So you couldn't script it any better. What a perfect ritual on the perfect day. I mean, wow. 27 Cox Lane. 27 days left in the year. It's a school. 27. Ritual equals 27. Another undeniable ritual by the numbers. All right, that's it for that one. Let's see. What should we do next? Let's do Trump's visit to Notre Dame today. Let's talk about that. So, big story today. Donald Trump to return to the world stage for Notre Dame Cathedral reopening in Paris. Paris, France, where the Jesuits were founded, right? So, how interesting that Trump is going to be there today at the reopening of Notre Dame, 177 days after Trump's birthday, when the Jesuit order is 177, and the Jesuits were founded in Paris, France, where Trump is going to be. And notice New World Order is also 177. That's a huge number, by the way, 177. We were just talking about that with Hunter Biden. Remember, Hunter Biden equals 177. He was found guilty in the gun case 177 weeks after his dad became the president. And that same day was 177 days from the Pope's birthday. But anyways, the big thing with Notre Dame and the truth community is obviously I Pet Goat 2. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, there was a fire. I believe it was April 15th of 2019. And the fire, when the fire happened, Notre Dame collapsed just like it showed in I Pet Goat 2. The exact same way. So let's revisit that real quick. And look, this is I Pet Goat 2 here from 2012. Here's Notre Dame Cathedral. And here's the real thing in 2019. So this is like 7 years later, all right? And watch, it's like the same exact thing, watch. See that? See how it falls like exactly the same? Look, same part, same angle, same everything. So yes, I Pet Goat 2 did predict the Notre Dame fire. Absolutely 100%. Look at it. Falls the exact same section, cut off at the same exact point, falls in the same direction. It's perfect. All right. So yeah, very interesting. Here, one more time. Yeah, Notre Dame does equal 888, like Donald J. Trump, 888, Mar-a-Lago, 888, The Art of the Deal, 888, made the calm before the storm statement 888 days before COVID declared a pandemic. All right. By the way, if it's 177 days if you include the end date, but here, let me point something else out. If you don't include the end date, it's 176 days from his birthday, and that's the gematria of Donald J. Trump. So his birthday is 6/14. So see, if you include today's date, you get the 177, like the Jesuit order and New World Order. But if you don't include the end date, you get the 176. By the way, I Pet Goat 2 equals 666. All right, here, let me leave that there. Let me just show you that Donald J. Trump is in fact 176. So yeah, you got the 176 and the 177. Donald J. Trump, 176. There you go. So perfect day for Trump to be there, right? Got the 176 and the 177. I think I saw Cody. Hey, Decoding with Cody. Good to see you. If you guys have anything to add, let me know as I'm going. Now, to further prove my connection with today's Jesuit ritual, right? Because Trump is going to be in Paris, France, home of the Jesuits, at a Catholic cathedral, right? 177 days after his birthday, like the Jesuit order, 177. And the Jesuits were founded in Paris, France. Is it a coincidence that Paris, France equals Society of Jesus in multiple ciphers? Right? That's the official name of the Jesuits. Society of Jesus equals Paris, France. All right? So you could see why Trump would be there 177 days from his birthday. And then, fun fact, Trump has the 47 and the 29, like France is 47 and 29. And Notre Dame is 148, or 888 in reverse Sumerian. But yeah, Notre Dame 148 and 49, like Donald J. Trump 148 and 49. Remember, Donald J. Trump is also 176. Like today is 176 days after his birthday, not including the end date. And then, let's see, what else did I have on? So more with the today is 148 days after he was shot, and Notre Dame's 148. That's a good point. So as you see, we got the 148 already up there. And Cody says today is 148 days since the Butler incident, which was July 13th. So 148, including the end date. Yep. Good connection. So yeah, 148 days after Butler, Notre Dame equals 148. Good one, Cody. But yeah, we're making the Jesuit connection here, right? The Jesuit order 177. It's a Catholic cathedral, right? So a few other Jesuit connections I wanted to remind you of. Remember when, here, let me just show you Heliofont. So this is iPet Goat 2, the official site right here on YouTube. And notice they re-uploaded iPet Goat 2 February 5th, 2024. And that was a big deal because iPet Goat 2 had been up for years before that. And it's interesting, pretty much just a synchronicity, that the number I want to talk to you about is the number 153, and iPet Goat 2 has 153,000 views right now. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, the date I want to show you, February 5th, that's the day they re-uploaded it back on YouTube. And that was crazy because February 5th, 2024, that was 153 days after they took it down. See, they took it down right here, September 5th, 2023. This guy put out an emergency video. Alert, Heliofont is down. Heliofont videos on YouTube removed. That was September 5th, 2023. They re-uploaded it on February 5th, 2024. So they waited 153 days to re-upload it, all right? And it's Heliofont, are the makers of iPet Go 2. Look, Heliofont is 153. Why does that matter? Well, buckle in, because on the morning of 9/11, they were reading The Pet Goat on page 153 of Reading Mastery 2. By the way, Reading Mastery 2 is 177, like George Walker Bush 177. like the Jesuit Order 177, New World Order 177, like today's 177 days after Trump's birthday. But anyways, on page 153 was the pet goat. Guess what the pet goat equals? If you guessed 153, you'd be a big winner. I mean, this is a lot to be a coincidence, don't you think? Heliofont 153, the pet goat 153. They uploaded it 153 days after it was taken down. Now here's the Jesuit connection. Jesuit order equals 153. So does the Illuminati. The Illuminati 153, Jesuit order 153. Also Barry Soetoro 153, Antichrist Obama 153. The Georgia Guidestones were in Elberton, Georgia 153. Big number. So I wanted to point that out. And then also Heliofont iPet Goat 2 is 201, like the Jesuit order is 201. And then iPet Goat 2 is 666. And don't forget, the star of iPet Goat 2, the guy doing all the laughing, is Barack Obama. Oh look, it's 10:18 a.m. Gotta love the synchronicity. 10:18, like Luke 10:18. I beheld Satan as Barack Obama. Okay, that might be it on Trump and Notre Dame, unless somebody else in the chat has something else to add. But yeah, good addition by Cody there with the 148. Today is 148 days after Butler, like Notre Dame 148, Donald J. Trump 148. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the Marine, Daniel Penny. Guys, remember we decoded this last year, so a lot of these slides are actually from last year. I didn't have to do too much work on the new decode, but it's not over yet. But they have dropped the biggest charge, the manslaughter charge, and they're going to consider a lesser charge on Monday. And if it does wrap up on Monday, that would be very interesting because Monday has some big numbers connected to when this all happened, which was May 1st, 2023. The birthday of the Illuminati. By the way, May 1st equals 666. Apparently there was a shooting 9 years, 11 months ago in France. All right. That's interesting. Thank you, Cody. Okay, so guys, do me a favor when you come in. Please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. So we got this story. Manslaughter charge dismissed in Daniel Penny trial. Jury to consider negligent homicide charge. And we got this news yesterday, December 6th. Judge Maxwell Wiley has dismissed the top charge of second-degree manslaughter against Daniel Penny in the death of Jordan Neely at the request of prosecutors after considering declaring a mistrial after jurors reported they continued to be deadlocked on the charge. He said he will encourage the jury to continue deliberating on Monday the lesser charge of whether Penny committed criminally negligent homicide in the death of Neely, a homeless man, on the New York City subway last year. So if you guys remember the story, Jordan Neely was a Michael Jackson impersonator, and I guess he was on the subway train. He threw his jacket to the ground, started harassing people, and then this Marine allegedly took matters into his own hands, put him in a chokehold, and I guess the guy died, is the story. Well, I think it's another big old ritual, all right, by the numbers. Same numbers we talk about every day. Hey, Gene Splice, good to see you. Hey, Belga, good to see you too. So the judge who dismissed the charge, his name is Maxwell Wiley, and notice it has that 56, like Daniel Penny is 56 in the same cipher. And we're always talking about the number 56 over here, big number. And he also killed a homeless man. Look, homeless man is also 56. So there's 3 different 56s right there. The judge who dismissed the case, the Marine, and homeless man. They all equal 56, like Society of Jesus, Masonic Ritual, and Freemasons. They're all 56. Like Maxwell Wiley, Daniel Penny, and homeless man. Homeless man is also 43, like Freemasons 43. And Masonic equals 43. Now, speaking of Masonic, Neely was killed by Penny. Look, Neely, 74, Penny, 74, killing, 74. And as you're going to see later, the judge's last name, Wiley, is also 74. All right? So what are the odds? It's a murder trial involving the killing of Neely, right? Neely, 74, Penny, 74, like killing, 74, like Masonic, 74. So we talked about the 74. Penny is also 29. It happened in Manhattan, which equals 29, and Masonic is 29. Now, I thought this was kind of interesting. It says, Penny's lawyers also put on the stand one of his friends, who he met surfing on Long Island's beaches. I saw Danny at the beach once, and we caught a few waves. And the second time we exchanged phone numbers, testified Stephen Strachan, a pilot who lives in Suffolk County. At the age of 33, it's a bit hard to make friends, so I appreciated it. So just got to throw that 33 in there when this murder allegedly took place in New York, which equals 33, and the killer is a Marine, which equals 33, and the man he killed was homeless, which equals 33, like Masonry, 33, like the school that had 33 students, right? And then we talked about the 33s. Check out the 39s. Marine, 39. New York, 39. Homeless, 39. Masonry, 39. They're all 33 also. So it was the manslaughter charge that got dismissed. Manslaughter is 139, like Freemasonry is 139. And this is a slide I made way back when. I made this slide May 1st, 2023, because Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan DA, he's the one that was handling this case. And we pointed out back then that May 1st, 2023, when Jordan Neely was allegedly killed, we pointed out that was 174 days before Alvin Bragg's birthday. Like Jordan Neely is 174. Like Number of the Beast 174 and New World Order 174. And there's that 177 again. Alvin Bragg 177. And let's see. We did so many decodes about Alvin Bragg. Let's see if I can find what I'm thinking of. It was with the Stormy Daniels trial. It was with Alvin Bragg and the 177. Yeah, we're going to talk about CEO Brian Thompson next. I saved the best one for last. That decode is over 20 slides. It's pretty undeniable. Okay, let's look up Bragg 177. See if that brings up anything. Maybe it'll be in here. This is the hush money trial. Oh, here it is. That'll be a little hard to see. It's over here on the top right. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg to face his toughest trial yet as Trump criminal case begins. So the trial began April 15th. That was 177 days after Alvin Bragg's birthday. And see, here's your confirmation. It's not just the Alvin Bragg and the 177 and 177 days after his birthday. Look, Stormy Daniels, 177. This was the hush money case with Stormy Daniels. And now, today, we're talking about Trump in the 177, because he's going to Notre Dame today, 177 days after his birthday. But, yep, that was crazy, yep. We just talked about Manhattan in 29 with, what's his name? The guy we're talking about, Daniel Penny. Remember, we just said Manhattan 29. Look, Manhattan 29, Trump 29. That trial began 29 days after Stormy Daniels' birthday and exactly 48 weeks before birthday. Like Donald Trump in 48, like Trump was shot 48 weeks before his birthday, when Trump shot equals 48. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Yep, Alvin Bragg has the 177. Now, speaking of the Jesuit order, remember Jordan Neely was a Michael Jackson impersonator. So I thought it was interesting. We got that big news yesterday, December 6th, and Michael Jackson died on June 25th. So we got that news yesterday, 201 days before the anniversary of Michael Jackson's death. See here, he was locally known as a Michael Jackson impersonator. There he is on the subway right there. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Little 201, 201 days before Michael Jackson's death anniversary. And then, what are the odds that Jordan Neely died on May 1st? 5-1, right? By the way, I believe when you write out May 1st, it equals 51. Let's see. But yeah, Jordan Neely equals 51, and he died on 5-1. The Illuminati's birthday. Right? So number one, I think May 1st equals 51. But also, May 1st equals 666. And if you remember, May 1st is also the day Brittany Griner did the big interview that we talked about. But yeah, May 1st is the Illuminati birthday, our founding date. There you go. The Illuminati was founded May 1st, 1776. So, long story short, Jordan Neely equals 51. What are the odds he died on 5-1? Is that another coincidence? So, Jordan Neely is 51 like conspiracy is 51. And then it says here, police questioned Penny after the incident but released him without charges a few hours later. On May 3rd, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg confirmed that his death had begun an investigation into Neely's death. Also on May 3rd, the medical examiner's office determined the manner of death to be homicide. So May 3rd is when the investigation began. Okay, and that's the same day they ruled it a homicide. That was May 3rd, 2023. What's interesting about that was a day with 51 date numerology. 5 plus 3 plus 20 plus 23, 51, like Jordan Neely, equals 51, killed on 5-1. But also, notice May 3rd is the 123rd day of the year. 1, 2, 3. Like Jordan Neely equals 123. And then Jordan Neely is a perfect match to conspiracy in 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. What are the odds? And then Jordan Neely, 57, like conspiracy, 57. It happened in New York City, which is 57 in the same cipher. And we got this news yesterday, December 6th. A judge granted a motion from Manhattan prosecutors to dismiss the more serious charge of second-degree manslaughter against Daniel Penny on Friday in his trial over the chokehold death of Jordan Neely. Okay, and Neely equals 25. And we got this news on the day leaving 25 days left in the year. Nearly 25, death 25. And check this out. Here I have the three names of the judge, Wiley, the Marine, Penny, and the Michael Jackson impersonator, Neely. Look at the overlap on their names. Just check this out, all right? Now, earlier I told you Wiley, the judge, also had the 74. Remember we were talking about the 74s? Neely, 74, Penny, 74, Wiley, 74, Killing, 74, Masonic, 74. Okay, so they all got the 74. And then look, Neely has the 61, like Penny, 61, Wiley, 61. Neely also has the 25, like Wiley, 25. And then look, Wiley and Penny are a perfect match in 3 out of the 4. This is the judge, Wiley, who dismissed the charge against Penny. Look at that. Wiley equals Penny. The whole thing is coded. The whole thing. See the 74 and the 29? Remember, Masonic is 74 and 29 in these ciphers. This is a Masonic ritual. Like Marine, 33. Homeless, 33. New York, 33, right? But yep, and then they got the 56, Maxwell Wiley 56, Daniel Penny 56, Homeless Man 56, Freemasons 56. It's the same numbers we talk about every day. And this is also a race issue because Daniel Penny is a white man and Jordan Neely is a black man. So you had Black Lives Matter talking about this case a while back. Remember, Black Lives Matter equals 56 in the same cipher. All right, last story, the big one. The manhunt is still on, and it'll be interesting to see the suspect's name once we get it. We'll see how that fits in. But yeah, here it is, the big decode of the week that everyone's talking about. UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson fatally shot in New York. All right, let me take a sip of water and then we'll get started on the big one. All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, we've been talking a lot about the number 177 today. That's because it's a big number, and these people operate by numbers. And as you're going to see, this is another huge Jesuit ritual. The whole thing connected to the Jesuits, all right? Undeniable Jesuit ritual. Here we go. UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson fatally shot in New York. UnitedHealthcare CEO equals 177, like the Jesuit order is 177. Don't forget New World Order, 177. Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Health Group's insurance unit, was fatally shot outside the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan on Wednesday. Notice United Health Group equals 84, like the Jesuit order is 84. Hilton equals 84. Jesuit equals 84. His name was Brian Thompson, which equals 187, like the official name of the Jesuit, Society of Jesus, equals 187. CEO Brian Thompson equals 187. Don't forget 187 is the homicide code, right? We got a 187. That means we got a homicide. Now, shout out to Derek from Gematrinator85. Make sure you check him out. But I got this part here from Derek. So thank you. Great find. And Derek pointed out that when he was shot and killed December 4th, that was 187 days after the anniversary of Hilton Hotels being founded. So it was 187 days after the birthday of Hilton Hotels, on top of all the other 187. So that was a big confirmation right there. Again, thank you, Derek. But that's a lot to be a coincidence. We're only on slide 3. All these Jesuit connections already, and we're not even close to being done. But how do you explain that? I mean, Society of Jesus, that's the Jesuits, right? Society of Jesus, 187. Brian Thompson, 187. CEO Brian Thompson, 187. And he's shot outside of a Hilton hotel 187 days after the anniversary of Hilton Hotels being founded. That's a lot to be a coincidence when 187 is the homicide code. Now, on top of all that, right, Society of Jesus also equals 191. And this guy was named Chief Executive Officer in April of 2021. So his assassination came 191 weeks after he began his job as CEO for the company. And what's crazy about that, besides the fact that Society of Jesus is 191, that's the Jesuits, assassination equals 191. And here's another shout out to Derek. He found this part also. The founder of Hilton Hotels, his name is Conrad Hilton, which equals 191. So another shout out to Derek on that one. And also, his birthday, Brian Thompson, his birthday, July 10th. He was born on the 191st day of the year. Look at that. So, I mean, just these 2 slides alone should seal the deal. The 187, the 191. Assassination, 191. His assassination came 191 weeks after he began work as the CEO. The hotel was founded by Conrad Hilton, 191. Well, you know, the whole chain of hotels. And then Brian Thompson, born on the 191st day of the year, Society of Jesus, 191. Too much to be a coincidence. Now, this was left in a comment. I forget who left this, but it was only like an hour or 2 after I put out the video. And this was a great find because in my first video, just like this one, I connected the whole thing to the Jesuits. And forgive me for not remembering your name, but whoever left me this comment said, hey, Joe, here's a great addition. Did you know UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson equals 1207 in Jewish? Like the Jesuits is 1207 in Jewish? I said, well, that's crazy because I connected the whole thing to the Jesuits. So look at that. UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson equals the Jesuits in Jewish gematria. Look at the full name of the company, United Health Group Incorporated, 153 like Jesuit order, 153. The Illuminati, 153. He was allegedly killed on 54th Street, right here. 54th Street, Jesuit order equals 54. He was killed in New York, outside of the Hilton. New York equals 78. Hilton equals 78. What was written on the shell casings? Deny, defend, depose, which equals 78. Yes, Donald Trump is 78 years old. Wonder if there's a connection to Trump, the guy from New York, right? Of course, Hilton Hotel equals Donald Trump in multiple ciphers. Side note. And then there were also, let's see. I think it was Butler 78. See how Butler 78 too, where Trump was shot. I was talking about Trump being shot and the number 78 on the morning he was shot, because we were talking about Alec Baldwin and the Rust shooting. Let me see, does Rust equal 78? Let's see. But yeah, considering this is a assassination, which is connected to Trump, and then it's in New York, and I believe the Hilton Hotel is like 47 stories, like Trump is number 47 and Trump equals 47, and I think the company is like 47 years old. All right, hold on, let's do one thing at a time. Let's see, Alec Baldwin. I don't want to get too crazy here. Yeah, look, because it happened on July 12th, and I was talking about it the next morning on July 13th, and that's when Trump got shot. But yeah, I know there's a slide here talking about 78. Hold on. Prosecutors plan to dismiss charges against Alec Baldwin in the Rust shooting. Yeah, that was April 20th, 2023. That was 78 weeks after the Rust shooting. We got that news when Rust equaled 78. Look, remember, here's the thing. Alec Baldwin played Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live. That's the connection. And look, he shot Helena Hutchins, HH, which is 88, like Trump is 88. Helena Hutchins is a perfect match to staged shooting. But anyways, here's what we were talking about the morning when Trump got shot. We were talking about the number 78 right here. I said, look, Rust is 78, and that shooting was at the Bonanza Creek Ranch, which equaled 78, and Trump is 78 years old, and then he got shot in Butler, which equaled 78. And now we have a 78 connection here. Hilton 78, deny, defend, depose 78, right? And let me just show you that Donald Trump equals Hilton Hotel. Let's see. Let's see, Hilton Hotel. And I believe Trump gave like a victory speech at the same hotel after he won in 2016. Something like that. We're going to look at it. Hold on. Look. Look at that. So Donald Trump equals Hilton Hotel. Okay. Let's keep digging. Let's type in Manhattan Hilton. Look, it's got 174 rooms, like New World Order 174. Look, it's a 47. Here's the other connection to Trump, guys. Look. Here you go. It's a 47-4 building. 47-4. Trump equals 47, right? Trump just became the 47th elect, right? He could still become number 48 if Kamala gets in there, which I'm still predicting is going to happen before January 20th. But anyways, 47 fours, right? And look here, it says Donald Trump delivered his 2016 presidential election victory speech at the hotel. So there's Donald Trump right there. So you got Trump, you got the 47, right? But then how about the company UnitedHealthcare? Look, UnitedHealthcare, Wikipedia. I believe this company is 47 years old. I believe I read that somewhere. Did they like delete that off this page? Hold on. United Healthcare, 47 years. Hold on, guys. I know I read that this United Healthcare. I'm going to have to turn my heat off. It was a little cold this morning in Florida. Guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. I got to go turn my air off. Hold on. Okay, so they became UnitedHealthcare in 1977. That was 47 years ago. Like the 47-story building. I just like to see it somewhere. UnitedHealthcare founding date. Well, I was looking for something that said 47 years, but we can pull up a calculator. Sorry, guys. I hope I didn't lose any of you. But yeah, look. 2024 minus 1977. See that, guys? Okay, so they became United Health Group Incorporated in 77. All right, that's the name they have now. So they've had this name for 47 years. You see the connection? 47. Donald Trump, number 47. Trump equals 47. Let me show you that. But yeah, I think there is definitely a Donald Trump connection here with the 47s and the fact that Hilton Hotel equals Donald Trump in two ciphers. Then we got the 78 connection. Donald Trump is 78 years old. We have assassination. We have New York. It's all predictive programming for the Trump assassination, which I believe is going to come in the next year. I think it's going to happen while the United States is 248 years old, because Trump assassination equals 248 and President Donald Trump equals 248. And the Illuminati is 248 years old. But look, UnitedHealthcare is 47 years old. Trump equals 47. He's the 47th elect. And look, it says right here, the Hilton has 47 floors. Donald Trump delivered his victory speech there. Donald Trump equals Hilton Hotel in 2 ciphers. And it's in New York, where Trump is from. And Hilton is 78. Deny, defend, depose, 78. And Trump is 78 years old. So hopefully I didn't lose anyone trying to make the Trump connection there. I didn't even plan on talking about the Trump connection, but yeah, it's starting to get kind of obvious, so figured I'd bring it up. Back to the Jesuits. Brian Thompson was 50 years old, and Jesuits equals 50. There's also 50 states in the United States, right? Now, still making the Jesuit connection, the Jesuit Pope is Pope Francis. His birthday, December 17th. So the shooting happened 354 days after the Pope's birthday. Shooting equals 354. And the CEO was dead 14 days before the Pope's birthday. CEO 14, dead 14. And, you know, these shootings are always connected to the governor. The governor of New York, Kathy Hochul. The shooting happened 266 days before the governor's birthday. The Jesuit motto, Isus Hominum Salvator, equals 266. Pope Francis is the 266th Pope. And speaking of the Pope, let me mention this before I forget. A couple people found this. This is not my find. I heard this the other day. I was watching Adam the Illusion, and he had Chuck on the phone. And Chuck is the one that mentioned this. He said, hey, Adam, did you know the Pope's birthday next year in 2025 will be exactly 666 weeks and 0 days after he became the Pope, March 13th, 2013. And I think Dr. Savage also mentioned this a couple months ago. But anyways, shout out to Chuck and Dr. Savage on this find here. Since we were talking about the Pope, I just wanted to mention that before I forget. I think that's very, very interesting. The Pope, who I believe is the false prophet, for him to have his birthday next year, 666 weeks after he became Pope, I think that's definitely something to look for in 2025. Hopefully, you never know, maybe the rapture will happen before then. That would be nice, but you never know. Alright, back to Brian Thompson. So it was also 38 weeks before the governor's birthday, like killing and murder are 38. And then how about the mayor? The mayor of New York, Eric Adams. The mayor's birthday is September 1st, and Brian Robert Thompson was killed in New York 271 days before the mayor's birthday, and Brian Robert Thompson equals 271. And another 271, Hilton Hotels and Resorts, the official name of Hilton Hotels. Hilton Hotels and Resorts is also 271, like Brian Robert Thompson, 271. And then Brian Robert Thompson is also 242, like Hilton Hotels and Resorts are 242. So what are the odds of that? Brian Robert Thompson killed outside of a Hilton Hotel, and his name equals Hilton Hotels and Resorts in 2 ciphers? UnitedHealthcare, 154 and 73, like Ritual Sacrifice, 154 and 73. Thompson, killed in New York. Thompson, 39 and 33, New York, 39, 33. Masonry, 39 and 33. Notice Hilton is also 33. Same numbers we talked about with the Marine, Daniel Penny. Remember, Marine was 33 and 39. That also happened in New York, 33 and 39. And it was the death of a homeless man. Homeless is 33-39. The shooting happened on a Wednesday. Shooting is 44-37, like Wednesday is 44-37. His name Brian is also 44 and 37. He began working for UnitedHealthcare in April of 2021. So the shooting was 44 months later, when shooting equals 44, and UnitedHealthcare is headquartered in Minnetonka, which equals 44, like Brian 44 and Kill 44. I mean, what are the odds of that? The shooting 44 months after he became the CEO, when shooting equals 44. Now check this out. The place where the shooting happened was at the New York Hilton Midtown, and New York Hilton Midtown is 107. The official name of the hotel company, Hilton Hotels and Resorts 107. UnitedHealthcare has their headquarters in Minnetonka, Minnesota, which is 107, like Ritual Sacrifice 107 and Shooting 107. That's a lot to be a coincidence, don't you think? New York, Hilton Midtown 107, Hilton Hotels and Resorts 107, Minnetonka, Minnesota 107, Shooting 107. And Shooting is also 109, like Brian Robert Thompson is 109. Remember how we started this video? We talked about the shooting at the school that had 33 students. Do you remember what time that shooting was? If you remember, that shooting was at 1:09. Same numbers, different day. Brian Robert Thompson, 109, like Shooting, 109. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Any support, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job. I am not monetized by YouTube. Never have been, never will be. That means I don't make 1 penny from YouTube. So any support, very much appreciated. And thank you guys very, very much to everyone who does support. You guys are amazing. So thank you. And yeah, let's see. We covered quite a few topics today. We covered CEO Brian Thompson. We covered the school shooting in California with the 33 students, the shooting at 109. And then we covered the Marine, Daniel Penny, manslaughter charge dismissed. And we covered Trump's visit to Notre Dame today. So, that's what I got for you. Let me turn this around. Yeah, Visionary Vet, thank you for bringing that up. One thing I didn't cover live that I had meant to cover live last time was the fire with the Rothschild guy. It took him, it's not a huge decode, but it's real quick. It took 33 minutes to put out the fire. Yeah, let me find that real quick. Yeah, we covered a lot in the last live stream. Make sure you check that out too. Let me talked about Hunter Biden and the My Chemical Romance drummer. Here you go. Reclusive Rothschild family millionaire dies in house fire in the Hollywood Hills. And it took 33 minutes to put the fire out. And it was in Hollywood, which equals 33. But yeah, that was pretty much all I had on that one. Actually, the biggest thing we talked about in the last video was Eminem's mom. That decode, oh my goodness. Absolutely undeniable. But yeah, some of the key points on that. Here, I'll run through it real quick. For anybody that missed it, we'll run through it in 3 minutes. All right, real quick. Debbie Nelson, Eminem's mom, dead at 69. All right, guys, the big thing with this, look, they even mention it right in the articles, says, in his early career, he publicly accused her of being neglectful and abusive, often airing their dirty laundry in scathing tracks like, cleaning out my closet. And, let's see. Cleaning Out My Closet, the single, was released July 29th, 2002, and she died December 2nd. She died exactly 1,166 weeks and 0 days after Cleaning Out My Closet, the single, was released. Look at that. Cleaning Out My Closet equals 1,166. It's mathematically impossible to be a coincidence. So, yes, the death of Debbie Nelson, absolutely a ritual. She died 46 days after his birthday, like Sacrifice 46, like Rap 46. We talked about this last year, the 8 Mile actor, Nashawn Breedlove. So he was in the movie with Eminem, dead at 46. His death was in the news 46 weeks after the 8 Mile anniversary when it was released to all the theaters. And he died 46 days before the 8 Mile anniversary. Eminem's mom died 319 days before Eminem's birthday. Eminem's mom equals 319. Like Killing 319, Lucifer 319. She died in St. Joseph, Missouri, which is 73, like Cleaning Out My Closet 73. In that song, Cleaning Out My Closet, he says, I'll take you back to 73 before I ever had a multi-platinum selling CD. Ritual Sacrifice 73, Sacrifice 73, Eminem's mother 67, like Human Sacrifice and Blood Sacrifice. She died 331 days after her birthday. The 67th prime number is 331. Her death was in the news 34 days before her birthday. And her death was also in the news exactly 34 weeks before the anniversary of the single Cleaning Out My Closet. Mother 34, Murder 34. And speaking of 34, Lions, Packers in the first football game after, because remember, she died on the Monday night, but they announced her death on Tuesday. So this was the first football game after the death of Debbie Nelson was released. And what are the odds? The Lions were in the game, Eminem's team, Detroit, and look how many points they scored. 34. And I was talking about the 34. Mother 34, Murder 34. In the news 34 days before her birthday. And in the news 34 weeks before the single anniversary. And let's see. Shout out to Arthur Simple Truth. I think he caught, if you add up the combined score, I think it was 65 points, right? Which is Debbie Nelson equals 65. Let's see. Let's see. Debbie Nelson. See how Debbie Nelson equals 65? And there are combined 65 points in the first. I mean, what are the odds? The first game after they announce her death happens to be in Detroit, won by the Detroit Lions. And remember, there's a big part here with the Lions and the Super Bowl. She died on the day, leaving 29 days left in the year. Mother equals 29. Here's the Lions connection. She's dead at the age of 69, right? And she's dead from cancer. The astrological sign for Cancer is the 69, right there. In the song Lose Yourself, he raps about Mom Spaghetti in a New World Order. Mom Spaghetti 69, New World Order 69. He opened up a restaurant called Mom Spaghetti. Illuminati is also 69. The Jesuit Order is also 69. And then back to the Lions. She died 69 days before the Super Bowl. And Lions equals 69. And the Lions are pretty good this year. They're 12-1. So will they go to the Super Bowl? We'll see. Dead from lung cancer, which equals 44. Cancer 44. Kill 44. Detroit 44. She died 4 months and 4 days after the anniversary of the single Cleaning Out My Closet. It was announced on a day with 59 date numerology, like the Super Bowl coming up, the Super Bowl 59, lung cancer battle 59, Eminem equals 59. We're in the year of the dragon. Eminem is a perfect match to dragon in every cipher. Shout out to Cody on this one. Her death was in the news on December 3rd. That was the same day that South Korea declared martial law. Eminem's real name is Marshall Mathers, right? She's dead at 69. Look at the flag for South Korea. You got the 6 and the 9 right there. And look at this. The restaurant, Mom's Spaghetti. Remember, Mom's Spaghetti equals 69. She's dead at 69, like the 69 in the flag. But look what Cody found. They had the martial law in the news 1,162 days after Mom's Spaghetti opened. Martial law equals 1,162. Marshall Mathers, like martial law, right? So that was a great find by Cody. Cody also found this. She died 165 weeks after Mom's Spaghetti opened. Mom's Spaghetti equals 165. And she also died 38 months after Mom's Spaghetti opened. Like rapper, like killing, like death and murder, all 38. Slim Shady, 38. She died on a day with 38 date numerology. Eminem is currently 52 years old. Eminem's mom equals 52, like Slim Shady 52, like her name Debbie Nelson equals 52. Devil equals 52, by the way. She wrote a book called My Son Marshall, My Son Eminem, which equals 333, and her death was in the news 333 days after her birthday. And this is not my find. This is another community find. But whoever found this, very interesting. Eminem's mother died exactly 83 years and 83 days after Eminem's candy was introduced. Notice mother equals 83, like murder 83. The song Murder by Numbers, released in the year 83. Remember the Murder by Numbers movie poster? The B is changed to an 8, the E is changed to a 3 because murder is 83. So, anyways, still the key point, I think, besides Cody's catch with the martial law and all that, I think right here is the biggest point of the whole decode. Cleaning out my closet, 1,166. She died 1,166 weeks and 0 days after the single Cleaning Out My Closet was released. The biggest song where he disses his mom. So, there it is. All right, let me turn this around. All right, guys, anyone have any questions or anything to add? Let me know. If not, we will wrap it up. Brenda says he has a new song called Antichrist. Brenda, have you seen my decode on that? Let me pull that up real quick. That right there. Now, you guys know we've been talking about Eminem on this channel ever since he was with Obama at that Kamala Harris rally where Obama was rapping "Lose Yourself." And I showed you how perfect it was the day they were together. It was the perfect amount of days after the song Antichrist was released. Hold on. Okay, let me show you this real quick. Okay, so Eminem was with Barack Obama in Michigan at a Kamala Harris rally. They were together October 22nd, 2024. Okay? So Eminem was with the Antichrist, right? If you're new here, I believe Barack Obama is the Antichrist, the son of perdition. I think Trump is also very involved. He's part of the beast system, but I think Trump is the seventh king. But anyways, Obama, the Antichrist, was with Eminem in Michigan 103 days after the song Antichrist was released by Eminem. Well, how perfect is that when Obama equals 103, Eminem equals 103, and Dragon equals 103, all in the same cipher? Think about it. Oh, by the way, there's so much more with the 103. Barack and Michelle equals 103. They got married on 10/3. When you write out 666, it equals 103. By the way, Barack and Michelle, they endorsed Kamala Harris 103 days before the election. When Donald Trump announced re-election 666 days after his last full day in office, when Trump announced re-election, it was 103 days from Obama's birthday, and it was also exactly 103 weeks and 0 days before the election, right? Oh, by the way, in the song Antichrist, it says the devil came to Michigan. They were together in Michigan 103 days after Antichrist released. Obama 103, Eminem 103. It's crazy. Now, what else do we have here? Barack Hussein Obama 64, like the Antichrist 64. Like Israel and Hamas began 64 days after Obama's birthday, and Israel equals 64. And then Israel declared war 666 days before Obama's 64th birthday. They were also together 14 weeks and 4 days after the song Antichrist released. 14 weeks and 4 days, like 144, like Antichrist, Barack Obama 144, like Mark of the Beast is 144. And then I showed them, look, Eminem equals Dragon, and then Obama has the same three numbers. Look. Eminem, Dragon, 32, 103, 31. Obama, 32, 103, 31. Remember, there's a dragon next to Obama and iPad Goat too. Marshall Bruce Mathers, 323. Barack Hussein Obama, 323. Lucifer, 323. Eminem, 32. Barack Obama, 32. Dragon, 32. Detroit, 44. Michigan, 44. At a Harris rally. Harris, 44. Obama, number 44. Fun fact. So on top of the fact that Luke 10:18 says, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, and Barack means lightning, Bama means the heights, right? On top of that, we have Obama's slogan, yes we can. If you listen to it backwards, you'll hear thank you Satan. But on top of that, let's not forget when Obama announced he was running for president, that was February 10th, 2007. So when Obama announced he was running for president, look how old he was. He was exactly 45 years, 6 months, and 6 days old. Strong's 4566. Satan. Hello. So yeah, he's the guy. If you were wondering, he's the guy. Remember the mini-series, The Bible, where they show Satan and he looks identical to Barack Obama? Look. The Bible, history, Obama, Satan. Remember this guy? Literally, this, you're telling me this is how they showed Satan on the History Channel? Yeah, it looks nothing like Barack Obama. Remember what Visionary Vet found? What was it? The island of Dr. Moreau? They talk about the image of the beast and they show Obama's mouth and eyes back in 96. So, anyways. All right, back to the chat. Anybody have anything else to add? Yep, tomorrow is 1/1/28, guys. It's the 1 year anniversary. Can you believe it? It's already been 1 year since Leave the World Behind hit Netflix. You guys remember that? That was probably I think it's still, besides, coronavirus by itself, I think the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, one of the most obvious rituals ever. Let's see. Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind, hit Netflix on December 8th. 128. President Barack Obama equals 128. Okay. So, months after that, in March, we had the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. Okay, how does that connect to Obama's movie? Because Obama's movie had the cargo ship White Lion lost control, right? Well, what happened with the bridge? A cargo ship lost control and hit the bridge, right? Well, the bridge collapsed at 1:28 a.m. and bridge collapse equals 128 in gematria. And the bridge collapsed 128 days from Francis Scott Key's birthday. It was the Francis Scott Key Bridge. The bridge collapsed 128 days from Joe Biden's birthday. The bridge collapsed in Maryland, which equals 128. Obama's movie came out on 12/8, right? The movie's about the power grid going down. Power grid 128. The name of the cargo ship in the movie, Obama's movie, it's called White Lion. Guess what White Lion equals? 128. White Lion loses control in the movie with 128 minutes left in the movie. 128 minutes into the movie, they show a bridge collapse. Was that it? On the 128s? I know Dali, Salvador Dali, had a famous painting called The Broken Bridge in the Dream, which equaled 128. And it was Dali that hit the bridge. But yeah, I think that was it. Bridge collapse at 128, 128 days from Francis Scott Key's birthday. White Lion 128. Yep. But yeah, Obama's movie came out on December 8th. That's tomorrow. So we'll see if we get any news. Everybody make sure you subscribe to Decoding with Cody and Visionary Vet in the chat. And Travis, do you got a YouTube? I know you're on TikTok. So find Travis on TikTok. If anybody else wants to drop their channel, go for it. Hey Tom, hey Ann, hey Margaret, hey Gene Spliced, hey Betty. Alright, anybody have any questions or anything to add? If not, we will wrap it up. Alright guys, well, I think it was a pretty good show, about an hour and a half. We covered a wide range of topics, so we should be all caught up now. We'll see if there's any big news this weekend, and if there is, we'll cover it like usual. But yeah guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. And please do me a favor, on the way out, please hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. And as always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless.